Hi, I'm Georgie. I just wanted to take a couple of minutes to make a little video to share my experience with the Fear to Freedom program that I was part of this spring, and how incredible I thought that it was. So I guess to give a bit of context, at the beginning of the course or before joining the course, I was still working full time and really quite on the fence as to whether this was the right time for me, whether I had the bandwidth to join, whether I had the capacity to give it everything that I wanted to give it. So I was really on the fence, and it was actually a conversation that I had with Alice that really made me feel connected to her. I'd be drawn to her work already, and admired the freedom that she obviously lives out in her life and in her business. But then I had that conversation with her, and it really just shifted, and I just thought, yeah, this is the right thing for me, and so I joined. I had a lot of stuff to work through in the end. Actually, there was stuff that I ended up working through that I didn't even realise was going to be an issue for me, but I came to the programme already knowing that there potentially were areas that I was holding myself back, both in my life and in my business, in terms of how I was showing up, in terms of how authentic I was able to be, basically down to underlying insecurities that I had, and essentially stuck emotions and things that I just wasn't able to unpack before, even through work with other coaches and in other groups. And so what I really felt with Fear to Freedom was, first and foremost, the community that is created, this supportive, beautiful community of women that Alice brings together. Feels a little bit like magic. I felt a great connection really early on, and actually the work that you go on to do later can be quite deep, and for me was quite painful in places, difficult stuff to look at, quite tough areas of my life to unpack and to work through, before I was able to realise the significance of unpacking that stuff, and how that would give me the freedom to become all of the things that I knew deep down I wanted to be, but I just had never really been able to look at things in the way that I was able to look at them within this safe space, in this community, and within the Fear to Freedom programme, and under Alice's wing, essentially. And then, of course, what Alice brings to this is some kind of, Alice magic. She's so lovely, so supportive. Such authenticity that she brings to this program, such an open heart, and willingness to share her experiences and who she really is, and that comes across really clearly. And if I ever had the opportunity to work with her again, I'd grab that with both hands, because she's wonderful. And then, of course, the way that everything is delivered is just so beautifully put together. It really seamlessly done, and almost you go through this learning in a way that you don't even realise you're learning, you don't even realise sort of what's happening to some degree, but you're just soaking up so many new ways of looking at things in this group environment that is really quite incredibly powerful. So I guess in a nutshell, at the end of the 8 weeks, and now sort of 9-10 weeks on, I feel like quite a different person. I feel more able to confidently communicate and express all the things I want to in a way that feels really comfortable for me, which feels so freeing. It's shifted the way I am as a coach, but not just that, as a mum, as a wife, as a sister. It's kind of really been integrative in how I live my life, and how I'm showing up, which just feels wonderful. Lots of possibilities. I'm really excited. So for anyone watching this, I can't recommend Fear to Freedom highly enough. I can't imagine that anyone who works with Alice or who joins Fear to Freedom in the future wouldn't get vast amounts from it if you're willing to go in there to do the work alongside the group and with Alice. You're almost certain to get huge amounts back, and the impact that can have on your life is pretty incredible. So I'm excited for you if you take the plunge. Sending much love to Alice, huge amounts of gratitude, and best of luck for anyone who joins in the future. All my love. Take care.